Hi Gemini, welcome back to Omkaratarot and to another You versus Them. Gemini, let's see how you're feeling now, how the person connected to your energy is feeling, and what action we can expect in this connection. And Gems, these are general collective readings, may not resonate with all of you. Please keep that in mind. Take what works for you and leave the rest. So let's begin. Welcome back all my subscribers and welcome in newcomers. So Gemini. Okay, newcomers, I'm setting down 2 sets of cards here. One side will be for you, one side will be for your person, and in the center I'm going to have your dialogue message cards, mutual energies, etc. If this is your reading, Gemini, you'll know which side you resonate best with, right? For me, this is going to be person A, this is going to be person B. Bottom of my deck, Justice in reverse. So, well, somebody feels that wrongs were done here, or somebody maybe wants to make things right, but I do sense somebody here is very, very depressed. Very depressed, feeling they lost out on a commitment, like a divorce kind of a thing, right? Things are over, there is nothing to look forward to. It's almost like one person is very, very sad and depressed. There's a lot of disappointment, feeling none of my wishes and dreams are coming true here. They could be very angry right now, maybe at themselves or maybe for their person for leaving them behind. The other person, yes, is releasing, saying, this is just not working out. Maybe their person was busy somewhere else or not giving them attention. The other person tells me that the reason that they are releasing is because there was no long term here. Even though this seemed like a very strong connection, the other person feels that if there's no commitment, there's no long term, then, well, maybe it's time to head out towards a new soulmate. So let's see what's going to happen. I'm going to clarify all these cards for you, Gemini. But first, let's start with some dialogue message cards. Let's see if you guys could say something to each other, what that would be, and then we'll clarify these. Gemini and their person spirit. Gemini and that person, if they could say something to each other now, what would that be? Gemini and that person. Gemini and their person spirit, if they could say something to each other now. All right, let's take a few more gems from another deck. Gemini and their person. Gemini and their person spirit, if they could say something to each other now, what would that be? All right, and just a couple more from a third deck as well, gems, and then we'll start the reading. Gemini and their person. I think that's good. All right, here we have it. And let's start the reading now. And gems, if any of you are looking for personal readings, my email is omkaratarot@gmail.com. You can reach me there. It's there in the description box below as well. So the first card says, I know I hurt you. Please forgive me. Your sexy body has me drooling. It's hard to move on when I keep comparing you to everyone new that I meet. Recovery takes time. Please have faith in me. I really need your warmth and affection. I'm waiting for you. I want to make love to you. I still have your pictures on my phone. I stalk you. You have no idea the pain you've caused me. I'm happy for you. Like one person saying, I'm giving up on you. You hurt me too much, but I still wish you the best. I want you to trust me. Trust that I'll know the right time to take things to another level. Don't let my arrogance fool you. I feel unworthy. I have other things on my mind other than you. That's exactly what I was feeling. One person feels that I have to release this connection because they have everything else they're giving their effort and energy to except the soul bond. I'm afraid that if I come back into your life, that I'll hurt you again. I tried to walk away from you, but something keeps pulling me back to you. All right, so Gemini, these were some of your messages. If these were resonating with you, let's start the reading with, of course, an angel blessing card, right? Let's see what my angels have for my gems today. Blessing, guidance, advice, or a message. Oh. Okay. So you could be really attractive right now, at least that's how the other person feels. Maybe there's a lot of victory coming forward towards you. Maybe the person who's stalking you is seeing that. They could be getting a little upset and angry, but they could be seeing you attracting a lot of attention at this time. So what's happening in this connection, Spirit? Let's start with person A's energy, Gemini, and well, newcomers, I don't know which side you're on. I don't want to know which side you're on because I want to be fair to both sides. And gems, of course, one side, if this is your reading, would be you. The other side could be anyone, could be a love interest, could be a spouse or an ex or a business partner or, just a friend, a close friend, I would say, because this is a soul bond reading, right? Could also be a relative or a parent-child dynamic, a sibling. So you'll know. Of course, I don't think so because of the dialogue message cards which came out, but you'll know exactly who I'm talking about here. So let's start with person A's energy, and we'll focus on one side, then we'll move to the other later. So person A, let's start with you. Four of Swords in reverse in your feelings. Oh, they're very depressed. They're very, very depressed because I think things have stopped between the two of you. There's stagnancy between the two of you. They're feeling they lost out on a soulmate bond forever, somebody they should have built with. And they're also very depressed because now they're seeing the other person as shining really bright. They're seeing the other person very attractive and, going out there and fulfilling their dreams and ambitions. Maybe this person is talking. And the more they're seeing the other person shine, the more sad they become. This person feels that they lost out on a very, very strong relationship, connection. They took their person for granted in the past, and now the other person doesn't love them. So, Hierophant in reverse. Hierophant in reverse. Yes, because now they're ready. Now they're ready. Now they're seeing the potential of this connection. Now they want to step up. They want to do right by person B. They want to offer this commitment or at least have a reunion. They are obsessing about person B right now. It's like they're stalking, they're spying, they're keeping a close watch on person B. And like I said, the more they watch, the more they hurt. Because right now, I think person A could be seeing person B as absolutely single and abundant and beautiful and taking good care of themselves and shining bright. They really want to talk. This person A really wants to talk now. So tell me, person A, why are you feeling this way? That things have ended and all you can do is stalk person B now, and why are you so upset? Seven of Pentacles. I think person A is very disappointed in themselves because they never invested when the time was right. Yeah, I think they're stressed out now because now I think they do want to put in the investment. They do want to put in the time, but maybe in the past this person didn't. I have a feeling that's the reason this connection ended, right? But now they're ready. Person A says, I'm ready to start a brand new chapter because I've learned my lessons. I'm ready to take responsibility for my actions. I'm ready to, step up and do the right thing, but they're very stressed out. They're very stressed out. They're up in their head. They are probably thinking about their past bad behavior when, even though they knew person B was their happiness, they could have played some terrible mind games where they just wanted to win at all costs or, it was their way or the highway. And now thinking about all that makes them very unhappy. Now they feel, I don't know now how to make all my dreams and wishes come true. Oops, there's a peeper here. Yep, see? Ace of Cups. I think they have realized that person B is the love of their life. Nine of Cups in reverse, Spirit. Nine of Cups, yeah. Now they're feeling abandoned, they're feeling left out in the cold, and they know it's only because they did that to the other person. But now they're watching the other person as shining, like I said. Now they are feeling, oh my God, now they're not going to agree. Now, if I do approach them, what if they leave me out in the cold? I mean, there's a lot of missing going on and a fear of rejection. There's a solid fear of rejection because they know what they've done. They never invested when the time was right. They probably broke the other person's heart, made promises they never kept, and now they feel, I want to go and tell them that the other person I want to spend the rest of my life with. They are seeing the other person as a power couple now, but now the fear is, what if they say no? What if they decide otherwise? I think now person A has made up their mind. If they were confused or they had other options or other things to do, I think person A has now made up their mind that person B is the one for them. But now the fear is that the other person is going to hold back. So person A, tell me, how do you see the connection now? How do you feel about person B and how do you feel about the connection? Hanged Man in reverse. Okay, so person A sees the other person as, very upset maybe, or angry, or maybe just cut them out of their life and probably has trust issues regarding them now. Person A feels that they are not stressed over me like I am over them. They seem to be perfectly fine. They've cut me out of their life. They're moving forward. They're shining bright and they're not stuck on me anymore. That's how person feels about person B. Okay, so that actually makes them pretty angry. So King of Swords in reverse. King of Swords in reverse. Yep, they are angry. The more they are watching, the more they are angry. Look at this. They're watching here. They're obsessing and getting more and more upset. It's like, oh my God, now what do I do? Because now they probably know that they have to be the ones to come and start the conversation or clear the air. They are feeling that I'll have no help from the other side. They are looking fit and fine and having a good time. And what do I do now? Yeah, they're not even messaging me anymore. Right? So, well, let's see what action person A will take. I'm going to open this card later, Gemini. Let's go to the other side and see how person B is feeling first. So person B, I do sense in your feelings, emotions, you are letting go. Why is that? What's the Four of Pentacles? Yeah, person B says, I don't want a connection which is only passion and nothing else. There was nothing to look forward to here, Omkaratarot, and things really became stagnant between the two of us. I really thought at one time this was my happiness. This was the person who could, make me truly, truly happy, but things really didn't work out. Yeah, I think person B says, I was patient. I was patient for a very, very long time. I was hoping that sooner or later things could work out. They would open up to me. But, well, they didn't. And now I don't think I should wait around anymore. I don't want to waste the rest of my life looking at the past and feeling, I wish that had happened. I wish this had happened. Why was person A's attention on other things apart from me? They just took my love for granted, Omkaratarot, and they depleted my energy. They just took from me and never poured back into me. And right now, I've kind of lost faith and hope in this connection. Okay, so why do you feel this way, person B? Four of Wands in reverse, the same thing. The person B says, what's the point when there is no commitment? When there is no commitment, there is no future, there is no talk of a happily ever after, then I might as well move on, right? I might as well get onto my little boat and leave all this trouble behind and move on to maybe a better, peaceful time in my life. Anyways, I feel single all the time. I feel even when I was in the connection, they just broke my heart. They just broke my heart and I kept waiting for them. I stayed single for quite a while, being patient, hoping that they would come back and, they would try and rebuild with me and maybe things could change because I truly did see them as a soulmate. I really truly did see them as my Two of Cups. And we have another paper which says, Yeah, Queen of Swords in reverse, which says, yeah, you know what, I had no choice but to cut them out. The trust went. I think the trust went, and I think person B got tired of waiting for a equal partnership. So Two of Cups, Two of Cups. Okay, one more. Yeah, person B says all this waiting time, I have evolved. I have evolved to becoming an empress now of my own life, and I realize now that they were just kind of trying to keep me juggled. I've spent a lot of time in hermit mode. It's not easy to become an empress. I've spent my time in thinking, contemplating, connecting with the spirit guides, and I realize that they only come in when they want to have a good time. I mean, this is like, yeah, they'll talk to me when it's happy times or party time or something like that. But I want somebody to be fair and just with me. I did think that sooner or later they would talk to me, we could reconcile, well, things could be put back into, a good place, but they didn't. They didn't, and as I'm the Empress now, I'm not going to be chasing them either. I'm not going to be chasing them to reconcile with me or talk with me. I'm moving on. All the cups that they gave me were empty, and I figured that out, that, they were just keeping me in the loop, never making a decision. So I'm moving on now. I'm having a good time. I'm talking to new people. I'm, meeting friends and family and hoping that the universe is going to send me a genuine Two of Cups who will pour into me the way I will pour. I want a balanced connection. Okay, so person B, tell me, how do you see the connection now? How do you see person A, and how do you feel about this connection? Person B says, how do I see it? I don't, because things have been stagnant for a very, very, very long time. There's been no movement. And now I realize that maybe this contract is over. Whatever this Two of Cups scenario, which I thought was going to be my soulmate forever, they haven't come towards me. They haven't approached me with any kind of offer. Yes, I am taking my power back now, Omkaratarot, and I realized that they just wanted a good time, not a long time. They didn't show any, indication that they were wanting to step up and be that person who was taking responsibility, offer me a new beginning. So you know what? I've stopped putting in work as well. I'm choosing myself, and I'm working towards my own goals, my own stability. I'm attracting in all wonderful things in my life. And yes, I'm not fighting for this connection anymore. This is almost like I've given up. Seven of Wands in reverse. Seven of Wands in reverse. Yeah, person B says, I did wait for them for a long time. I carried all the burden of this connection, but then I realized I was just being a fool. Because something could have been revealed about person A, or something which kind of made person B feel very betrayed, very hurt, very stabbed in the back, betrayed and hurt. And person B is now kind of coming to that conclusion that, yeah, the cycle is over. It's time for me to, turn my back to this and see what else is out there. This particular connection has reached its limit. So let's see what actions you guys will take then, if any. I'm going to take another deck for this one, gems. And may I now request you, if you could just tap the like button for me, please. Helps the videos to circulate, keeps me motivated to do more videos for you. And newcomers, repeating viewers, do like, share, subscribe to the channel. We welcome you in. Okay, so person A, action from your end towards person B or otherwise. The Emperor in reverse. Oh God. Still being stubborn? Why the Emperor in reverse? Oh, Seven of Swords, Chariot, King of Pentacles, Five of Wands, and the Five of Cups. I think so there's somewhere they feel they've lost their power. They've lost their power as to step up because of some lying, cheating behavior of the past. as much as they want to now come forward, they are now ready for, to offer that power couple kind of a dynamic and say, I'm ready to, take a leap of faith and start a brand new journey. I think they are very disappointed in themselves. They're very disappointed because of their own past behavior. This person is doing a lot of overthinking, a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, maybe because of whatever happened in the past, whatever conflicts you guys had. No, they are actually, they don't feel, I don't know, they may be pretending to be stubborn, being an emperor in reverse. In actuality, this person is very sad. They have regrets, they have shame, they have guilt, maybe for their own past behavior of just being stubborn and egoistic and my way or the highway. Now they don't know if there is even a chance now. Okay, so that would, what does that mean? You're going to sit in this stress and anxiety, even though you want everything with person B? Yeah, right now I think they're just sitting in disappointment and very stressed out, hoping that in time maybe the wave will change or the wheel of fortune will move in their favor. This person is very stuck. It's almost like this person is like depending on the universe or time to change things for them. But where they are concerned, they feel, after all that I did, as much as I want to step up now, as much as I want to offer everything, the shame and guilt of the past, that's like going round and round in their mind. They are trapped right now. Okay, so person B, tell me, action from your end towards person A or otherwise. Page of Wands. What's the Page of Wands? Are you waiting for a message, or you want to message, or are you starting a brand new journey for yourself? Page of Wands. Four of Wands. Nine of Swords. The Lovers. And the Knight of Cups. Yes, I think person B could be kind of starting a brand new journey for themselves where they're checking out other options. Person B is very clear. I always thought person A was going to be the one I would end up with. All they left me was with stress and anxiety and sleepless nights. Person B feels that they never made a choice regarding them. And that's the reason I think person B says, I'm going to start afresh. I'm going to start a brand new journey and move towards new love. Person B could be actively checking out other options at the moment. So that's what I have for you, gems. Till next time then. Love and light. Take care. Namaste.